Hey guys, welcome back to the house where we talk news, celebrities, and hot topics. I am here for a good time, not a long time. I wanted to very quickly give you guys some Real Housewives of Atlanta updates, along with my thoughts on this Travis Scott situation with 8 people dying. It's very unfortunate. So, yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and get into the situation. First things first, with the Atlanta ladies, go ahead and check out these pictures. They are on their very first cast trip of season 14. New York City, honey, okay? All of the ladies decided to go to the city to support Kandi because y'all know that she is producing this Broadway play called Thoughts of a Colored Man. So shout out to all the ladies for supporting our good sis. Speaking of the ladies and them going on trips, tell me why Miss Sheree Whitfield, who is coming back to the series, is in Philly right now. Go ahead and check out these pictures. Now, y'all, Sheree looks good. Okay, Sheree looks absolutely fabulous. I'm actually here for this look. But you guys are probably wondering, number one, why is Sheree in Philly? Number two, where are the other ladies? And number three, why did Andy Cohen send up his camera crew up there with her? What's really going on, Sheree? Okay, so apparently, from what I've heard, Sheree's man, the jailbird of a husband or boyfriend, Tyrone, stay up there. Okay, he was released in Philly or something like that. I don't know what the details of the situation are. I don't know what his agreement is with his sentencing and things of that nature. But I done heard that the man stay up there or has some business up there. So it looks like Sheree's in Philly to see her man, which I'm kind of excited about the situation because y'all know that I don't really care for Sheree rejoining the show. However, I've always said that if she does return, then I would be excited to see how this relationship pans out between her and her jailbird, Tyrone. So you guys got to go ahead and let me know how y'all feel about that in the comments down below. Now, before we get off of Atlanta, okay, I told y'all that this was going to be a very quick update video. We got to talk about Kenya Moore hair care because she did an interview with E! News Daily Pop and had a lot to say about Lenithia leaks. And this is coming off the heels of Nene basically shading the girls. Okay, y'all know Lenithia did an Instagram live. Not only did she say that y'all need to leave her the F alone, Claudia, the stalker, but you know, she shaded the girls talking about they had to team up and chip in for a $200 bouquet of flowers. Okay, the shade of it all. So yeah, that happened. And then Lenithia went on to The Real and basically said that she would be happy to rejoin the show if she was able to talk some things out with Andy Cohen. Well, like I said, Kenya did an interview with E! News and talked about Nene on The Real. And they asked her how she felt about Lenithia possibly rejoining the show. Kenya went ahead and said, you know, I don't know. I know she has a lot of fans and people love her. And definitely she has made her mark on the show and she made the show what it is. I think that interview was from her, you know, wanting to come back. Y'all, okay, what is going on? So honestly, I don't know how to take this. Okay, I don't know how to take this because this isn't Kenya saying I would love for her to be back, but it's also not Kenya saying I don't want her to be back. So that was a very neutral statement, honey. Okay, that was a very neutral statement. If I was her, she's probably thinking I don't want her to come back because I don't think Kenya likes that woman. Honestly, I don't think anybody likes Nene. Like, I'm going to just go ahead and be honest about the situation. You know, Lenithia had been beefing with Kenya, Kandi, Portia, all of the girls, Marlo. Okay, I don't know if y'all remembered, but Nene basically said that Marlo doesn't deserve a peach when she was on Jason Lee's show just a couple of months ago. Right? She said Marlo doesn't deserve a peach because she's been working for free 99 for 10 years at this point. Nene was beefing with the girls. And so the fact that Kenya came out with this statement and said that, you know, Lenithia has a lot of fans and a lot of people love her. I mean, that's very true. She said that Nene made her mark on the show and made the show what it is today. That is 100% accurate. But Kenya is not going to be gung-ho about Lenithia possibly returning to the show because fundamentally, she don't like her. Okay, and neither do Kandi and neither do the other women, which is probably the reason why they had to bond together, okay, to get this bouquet. So y'all definitely got to let me know how y'all felt about the situation in the comments down below. Personally, for me, would I want to see Lenithia back? Absolutely. But I find it really fascinating how Nene wants to be back on the show, right? She wants to work with Andy Cohen again, but she called Andy Cohen a racist. I don't understand why you would want to work for a racist. I don't get that. If Andy Cohen was racist all along, why were you good friends with him, as you said on The Real? That's all I'm saying. So y'all let me know in the comments down below. Now, before we get on out of here, I did want to talk about this Travis Scott situation. And whenever the rappers do stuff, okay, that I just don't like, y'all know I have to come on here and talk about it. We did that for DaBaby and his homophobic ass. We did that for Nicki Minaj and her anti-vax ass. And now we're doing it for Travis Scott, who I believe should be held responsible, right? We need to spread out the accountability because he definitely deserves some discipline for what he did to Candy. So I'm going to read these notes and just run down the whole situation. So basically, 8 people died and many of his fans were injured this past weekend at the Astroworld Festival in Houston, Texas, right? Now, obviously, there were security and safety measures that just were not in place, right? It seemed to me as though security, the police force, the medics there were extremely overwhelmed by this festival because there was a whole human stampede. A whole human stampede. As soon as Travis Scott's set started, everybody rushed to the stage. Everybody was running on top of each other. Everybody was suffocating each other. And it literally became hell on earth. Now, you guys, like I said, unfortunately, 8 people did die. And my thoughts and prayers are with these families because this is a very tragic situation. Nobody expects to go to a music festival to die, right? In the middle of Travis Scott's set, while he performing Goosebumps, your ass is on the ground getting stepped on, suffocating. Like, the shit is just crazy. Now, I wanted to come on here and basically say that we need to cut the bullshit. We need to call a spade a spade. A lot of people are on social media saying that this isn't Travis Scott's fault and he's not responsible for this. He's just a talent, right? He's just there to perform, which I think is completely false. This is called Astroworld. This music festival was founded by Travis Scott. And so not only is he an artist performing, but he's also an organizer. So, babe, you're responsible. Travis Scott, Live Nation, and all of the other parties who are involved in putting this event together are responsible for negligence, right? The security personnel didn't know what they was doing. They bomb rushed security, injecting some sort of drug, allegedly, right? The barricades were falling all over the place. The medics could barely get to the people who was passed out during Travis's set. It was a mess. Y'all, the whole thing was a mess. So not only did the festival not have resources in place, but there was definitely some negligence going on because everybody was screaming, stop the show, help, people are dying. And Travis Scott did stop the show a couple of times for 5 or so seconds and then continued on with Sicko Mode and Drake and them. Now, y'all, the reason why I blame Travis Scott for this whole incident is because if you study him, his artistry, and his shows, he has a very long history of encouraging his fans to participate in violent and reckless behavior. A very long history where he will tweet out, I don't care if the show is sold out, I'm gonna need y'all to still come. Bomb rush the security. He has a history of inciting violence. He has created a culture within his fan base to where they think that it's okay to be completely violent because it's a Travis Scott show. And the facts are there. Just look them up. He pled guilty multiple times to inciting riots, inciting violence at his previous shows. There is even a whole documentary, y'all. I don't know if it's on Netflix or Hulu. It's somewhere. Look it up. There is a whole documentary about Travis Scott and him going on the road and him doing his tours and whatnot. And the whole documentary is basically about how crazy and violent his fans are at his shows. And so you can tell that Travis likes that type of stuff. He likes the fact that his shows get out of hand. He likes the violent atmosphere. He thinks that that's cool. And that is the reason why we have to hold him accountable. I don't want the man to be canceled. I'm not saying that you guys should stop streaming his music. I'm not saying that Astroworld should be defunct. But I do want him to come out and bear some of the responsibility. I do want the authorities to hold him accountable for creating this culture of violence within his shows. So y'all definitely got to let me know how y'all feel about the situation in the comments down below. Do you think he bears some responsibility, or do you think the situation was out of his control? Let me know. I'm going to go ahead and log off. I love you guys, and don't forget to create a great day.